What's up, my PT peeps? One Eye Bri back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 7 second half discussion about Daryl Dixon and what's likely to happen to Daryl. Spoiler warning if you don't want to know. Obviously, I don't want to ruin it for you. If you don't want to know the information that's going around about Daryl Dixon in the second half of Season 7, here we go. Now, while Daryl was escaping, Negan was killing people, and he was causing problems in Alexandria, and that was the time for Daryl to escape, of course. So what do we have to deal with in the second half of Season 7? Really the aftermath of Daryl escaping, because we saw Daryl escape and Negan has no idea. Negan is going to be pretty shocked when he finds out that Daryl got away. He took out Fat Joey, took the gun, and it's going to be pretty interesting to see what happens. Daryl is on the warpath. He's in kill mode. He wants revenge, obviously. And I kind of felt bad for Joey, but I know that Daryl had to do it because you can't trust the fact that he's not going to tell anybody because he's just trying to make it. He's going to survive. He'll throw you under the bus just to get along, right? So that's what happened. So he took him out. Daryl has changed forever, especially with the Saviors. He's probably got zero tolerance for not killing Saviors when he can, or really anyone that gets in his way. But it's nice to see the group back together, and Daryl is an important part of the show. More people like him than dislike him. I like Daryl. I think he's one of the best characters on the show. It's great that he's on the show and not in the comics, so it's kind of the little special part of the show that we can't get in the comics, so it's kind of cool. But Rick, Daryl, the bromance, still going strong, and it was a great moment, for sure. But the second half of Season 7, we got some questions, that Daryl was with the group here, and it's going to be a problem because Gregory says he can't stay here, so where is Daryl going to go? He can't go to Alexandria. He can't go there. The only place that it makes sense for Daryl to go and to hide is the kingdom, because the kingdom, they don't go inside the kingdom. They have a drop-off outside of that. And we know that Daryl and Jesus and Rick and Michonne and Sasha and Rosita all go to the kingdom, and that's where Daryl is going to reside because it's the safest for him. They go there, and it's only a matter of time until Daryl sees Carol and Daryl, So we have to see that. But I want to know is when is he going to get his stuff back? When's he getting the crossbow? When's he getting the vest? When's he getting, the Daryl Dixon style back? I'm used to seeing Daryl like this, not so much without his weapons and whatever. It's kind of weird to see that. And it's going to be nice. And they better reunite the crossbow and everything, and he better get it back from Dwight. And the other thing is when is Daryl going to see Carol? Now, we got some information about that, so it's pretty cool to know that it's going to happen in the second half of Season 7. So here's some highlights from Season 7, Episode 10, 7:10. So Richard, that plotting guy, is still desperate to fight the Saviors. He devises a plan which involves leading the Saviors to Carol, bad move, and baiting them into killing her. He thinks her death could encourage Ezekiel to agree to war. Daryl supposedly goes along with this plan until he learns Carol is the target. This is supposed to trigger a fight, which can be seen briefly in the trailer for 7B. Daryl finds where Carol has been staying and visits her. The two share a hug or two and talk. Carol cooks for Daryl. We do not believe that Daryl tells her what happened with Glenn and Abe. He ends up leaving the house and goes back to the kingdom. In 7. This is episode 7:10, the second episode in the second half. And also it's rumored that Daryl makes friends with Shiva, which, I'm kind of excited to see that, more Shiva, the better, So Daryl is going to be at the kingdom, and I wonder how long he's going to be there. Is he going to be there pretty much the rest of the second half of the season? Because he can't go back to Alexandria. Where's he going to go? And this is the rumored fight that happens where Daryl is punching Richard because he finds out about the plan. So I could see that happening now. It's been thought of, who is this, a savior or whatever, but it looks to be Richard. I can see Carol, getting a knock on the door and being like, God, I want to be left alone, only to find that it's Daryl, and it'd be pretty awesome. Good moment there too. It's always a nice moment when Carol and Daryl are united and reunited in there too. There's always something special between these two characters. The other thing is, who do you think helped Daryl escape? It's rumored that we will find out, I believe, in probably episode 11, I think is what the talks are and what the rumors are. Who do you think? Which one of those three people do you think it is? I'm going with Sherry. The word is that it's Sherry, and that is kind of crazy to think that too. It makes more sense if it's Dwight, but if Sherry's the one, that's kind of a nice little twist, and I could see that. Dwight's has to get in trouble, you know, with Negan, because he's like, how the hell did Daryl get away? If it wasn't actually him, he has plausible deniability if it wasn't Dwight. That's why Simon is going to Alexandria after Daryl to find out where Daryl is. And that's the whole purpose of the visit in 709. So it's kind of interesting to see where Rick's got to play it off. Says, I don't know. I have no idea where Daryl is. You had him last time. I don't know what happened to him. So what do you think, guys? What do you think leads for Daryl in the second half of season 7? He's definitely in kill mode, revenge mode, and I think he might be at the Kingdom for a lot of it, all the way up to the finale. I love this picture here of the comments of what the bromance between Andrew Lincoln and Norman. If you want to pause it and read it, it's just a nice connection between the two, and I can't wait for this to happen. I put this picture up several times. I love it. It's one of those things that I can't wait for it to see happen. Hopefully in season 8, can't wait. So there you go, guys. Let us know what you think of what happens to Daryl, the discussion, the spoilers. Post your comments below, guys. Check out our Walking Dead community page on Facebook. All are welcome. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, guys. Subscribe today to get more videos. You guys are awesome, and thank you for watching.